All right, guys, I'm here with Ross Stripling. So I gotta say, this is very exciting for you. Can you talk about when Roberts told you that you were gonna be in the starting lineup?
Right. I mean, it was crazy. We were playing in San Francisco on our way to Arizona, and we're leaving the field, and I get a text from Doc that just says like, "Hey, you're starting tomorrow." Just kind of like instant butterflies, excitement. I got built up in spring training, but hadn't really pitched many innings at a time since, so I wasn't built up a ton. But I was hoping to be able to go maybe 4 or 5 innings, and ended up going 4 in that first start. It just went okay, not great, and I didn't know what to expect after that, but I was happy for the opportunity. And then just kind of each one was like, "Hey, you're going to start again in 5 days. Hey, we're going to go with you again in 5 days." And 8 or 9 starts later, we're here, and it's been fun so far.
Let's talk about that game that you won here at home. Before the game, Bruce Bochy said all of your pitches are working right now. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I think that's why I always wanted to be a starter again. I always wanted the opportunity to start because I felt like I had learned how to execute 4 pitches, and out of the bullpen, you don't really see that a lot. It's normally if a guy has 4 pitches, he can start. So I always wanted the opportunity to start again, and certainly very grateful for the opportunity. And so far it's been going well. It seems like every time I go out, kind of relying on a different pitch to get me third time through the lineup. Sometimes it's a changeup, sometimes fastball. Usually always relying on my curveball to get big outs, and just trying to keep hitters on their toes and uncomfortable in the box, and executing 4 pitches is a good way to do that. So just trying to keep that up.
Now there are obviously injuries in this team, but there's always a next man up mentality. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you think about the injuries we've had just in the rotation between Kirsch, Rich Hill, Hyun-jin, and Kenta, that's 4 of our original 5 from the start of the season have been hurt for a significant portion of this season. So it's definitely been the next man up. Like you said, guys like Walker Buehler, myself, we got Ferguson going today, a 21-year-old kid. So it's definitely been a testament to our depth and the roster that Friedman and Farhan have put together. And we trust whoever they call up or whoever we throw out on the mound. We trust them to get big outs for us. And the same thing when JT was out, and we were kind of grinding through May and struggling a little bit, but then we plug him right back in to the middle of the lineup and we start going. I think we lead the National League in homers now. So I think everyone knew with the roster as talented as we had, we were going to start playing better baseball. Probably took a little bit longer than we would have liked, but feel like we're in a good spot now. We're starting to play Dodger baseball and feeling comfortable.
The bullpen has been doing very well. How exciting and confident the pitching staff is like?
Yeah, right. I think, everyone's going right now at full go. I think everyone's confident. For a while there, we were kind of battling, it seemed like we would hit, but we wouldn't pitch, and then we'd pitch a good game and we wouldn't hit, and it just wasn't clicking for us. But now, our bullpen's back in true form with guys like Kinley, who's converting saves one after another. We got Goodell, who's doing great, and then to name other guys, everyone's coming out and doing their job and coming in and throwing strikes and not giving any free passes. And, when we get a lead, we're comfortable with the guys we're throwing out there between Fields and Alexander and obviously Kinley. And just, definitely feeling confident in the guys that we got coming out of the bullpen. And, that's huge. When you feel like you got a lead and you got the guys that are going to keep it, that gives the team a lot of confidence. So that's good for us.
Obviously, the team lost Corey Seager for the season, but right now, you guys are averaging of 7 runs per game. Do you feel like you guys are doing better than expecting right now?
Well, whenever you lose a guy like Corey Seager, that's a huge blow to a team. He's, back-to-back Silver Slugger, Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-Star. That's a huge blow. But that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, just like a testament to our depth. And guys like Chris Taylor coming in from the outfield playing shortstop, Bellinger going out and playing the outfield, Muncy and Kemp are just, absolutely raking and doing huge things for us. So it's, it's kind of been the next man up like we were talking about. And, obviously when you lose Corey, that's tough. But I feel like it almost like motivated guys to step up and really start generating some output for us, and they've been great. Our offense is really clicking, and obviously we miss Corey, but you kind of know we got to move on, and I feel like guys are doing that.
Your next start will be in Chicago. How are you preparing for that?
I kind of do a similar thing every 5 days. On day 3, which is tomorrow for me, I'll get in the video room and I'll just kind of go over each player, and usually go off whatever lineup last against a right-handed pitcher. So for them, it might be like Almora, and I'll look at him and just kind of watch some video, look at how he does against curveballs, how he does against sliders, where the best place to go is with fastballs, and I'll do that kind of with every player, and just kind of create a scouting report and put a plan together that I feel like if I execute, I'll have success. And then I do it myself, and then I get with Honeycutt on day 4 and pitch day, and we kind of go over our notes and see what's similar, what's different, kind of bounce ideas off each other. And that way, when I take the mound, I have like a really firm execute plan that if I go out and execute, like I said, that I expect to have success. So just kind of going in and making sure I have an idea on every hitter what I want to do, so I'm not questioning or thinking about things out there. I know my plan, and that which gives you comfort and confidence when you're on the mound.
I've been talking to a lot of your teammates about you and the All-Star game coming up. The opportunity, if it comes up, how exciting is this?
I mean, that'd be awesome. I think just thinking in the last 2 years, the way it's gone, it's been good, but never all-star caliber, I guess, and you hear all this talk and people tag me on Twitter and stuff like that, and you bring it up and with the media and things, it's hard not to think about it because it would be an awesome opportunity and not something that comes around every year, so certainly want to finish the first half strong and give myself a good chance to make it, but you never know what will happen. But certainly something that would be a lot of fun, bring my family, maybe some friends, my wife, and be able to go to DC and enjoy that game and that experience. But not trying to think about it too much right now. Still have some starts left. Just going to try and do my best in those and then see where we're at in early July.